Okay, so this has a lot of pretty big construction problems. Most of this is built wrong. Um, Everything's in separate pieces. The hands are in kind of a mess. They didn't follow um, clearly didn't follow the tutorial on how to build a hand. You need to go back and redo those following the tutorial. The arms don't fit into the body. There's just a lot. We don't need to have the head just yet. Uh, this, yeah, there's some issues with the tail. This, honestly, you just get, let's. I'm just gonna start over and show you at least a few. I mean, so I can't really model the whole thing, but you know, you should be following at least in principle the way we're doing in the tutorial. But it's the way you've built things. It doesn't even look like that kind of came into how you're doing things. So we're going to start with a cube, um, get it roughly, you know, to the size of this. Let's look at it from the front. And that, yeah, their image plane's not even lined up, so there's no way you're going to be able to get this modeled correctly if your image plane's not even lined up. Um, so get that as centered as possible. We're focused on the body, so we'll just try to get the body right. Let me just check the right view again. Yeah, I mean, even this I would probably get it more centered again on the body. So um, let's do that. And yeah, they don't really match front and side either, so that doesn't help. Um, yeah, you really want those two views. Are these different sizes? Yeah, that's tough. So we could probably try to eyeball it to match them up a little bit better. Like if we move these back here. For a moment, does this have... Let's see, the top of the head doesn't line up. You do have these lines here. At that line, I think that's a little closer now. That looks better. Yeah, the lines seem to line up now. Alright, well now that I've done that, I can move these back. Okay. Let's see. Whoops. Move this down a bit. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Alright, and now I might maybe add a couple divisions. Height. Oh, that's definitely not. Well, and then let's get this one bigger. Scale that out. Oh, it didn't select all the way around. Maybe this a little bit, and maybe this one is smaller. Whoops, just double click. It's not selecting all the way around for some reason. Huh. Alright, well, I'll just select that, deselect those, and then there we go. Okay, so we've got sort of a basic body shape there. Um, I think the tail is going to come out of here maybe. And I would just build it out straight, so And let's just flatten this and scale this down. Something like that. Um, and yeah, then we can. And the drawing, doesn't have the tail straight, so it's not that much help. I'm gonna scale this way to just straighten that out. Maybe shift right mouse click, slide edge, and move this. Whoops. Shift right mouse click, slide edge, middle mouse drag. Okay, just gonna even those out. Yeah, and then you can start adding some more edges. So um, definitely need one exactly down the center. Control Shift X, and then hold down Control and Shift and get, so it's split down the middle. I probably should have put that division in before I started shaping it more, but it's fine. And then we can do the same on the side. And then, continue shaping it. So maybe these edges are a little closer together, and we'll push those back to kind of round out the shape. And same with these. Closer together, move those forward. And maybe it got a little big here, so I'll probably take all these. Move those forward a bit just to match the drawing a bit better. Okay. And then, yeah, maybe slide this, shift right mouse click, slide edge. Just start like really low res, and then we can start adding. And then for the leg shapes, I'll probably kind of build them out of here. Let's put on symmetry. I'm holding down the W key, left mouse click, and then symmetry, symmetry, and then Control E, and I'll just pull that out. And then maybe a bit further. And then maybe I'll, to get the top part, maybe we'll pull this out. Move that out a little bit here. And this can go up. And maybe these can go down some. And let's put another loop here. I think that actually this needs to be more separate, like I think what we need to do is this. I think what we need is like this little kind of connecting bit here to kind of space it away from the body, and then, oops, I don't have symmetry on. Oops. So I'll move this out just a little bit there, and then hit Control E again, and then that could be like the big piece that makes up this thing. Yeah. because I think it needs that separation from the body, and then we can Control E, then we'll move this up, to have that shape, and then we can start shaping it to the leg a little bit more. I managed not to have symmetry on an accident. I'll just have to mirror it um, in a minute. And then maybe this Control E, this can kind of come out here and get this. Okay, maybe that can go a little bit like that. This can go up, I think, to kind of round that out, and then we needed to come down here, so Control E, and then I can see that this is definitely not thick enough here, so let's move those back a lot. And this one, this could go up, kind of shape that more, and this one definitely needs to go up. And yeah, that's starting to form that shape a little bit more. Yeah. I don't know how I managed to do that. Yeah. So I mean, the strategy is about getting as far as you can with very simple geometry, and then continuing from there. But we all want it, for something like this, you want it to be probably like a big solid piece. I don't think you'd want it to be all those separate pieces. So, and then this Control E and scaling that in. Just kind of lining this up to the drawing a little bit more now. That might have done something a little funny. Oh. Okay, I mean, it's starting to slowly come together. Um, so I don't know that I can sort of build the whole thing for you, you know what I mean? Because pretty quickly I'm just making this for you. But let's just delete off this side and then select these and make, whoops, let's make sure I get this too. And then select this center line, make sure I got all those. W for move tool, make sure this little interface is showing. You can hide it, show it there. Absolute transform, 0 in the X direction, enter. You can see that, straighten that out. Right mouse click, object mode, shift right mouse click, mirror. Options, turn off cut geometry, turn on combine with original, custom 0.001 mirror. Okay, so that's mirrored now. And then the arms, we might need more geometry there, but I think we'll definitely need more geometry, but you're going to add a loop in here, and probably there, and then probably more actually, but Again, I'm not going to take the time to build the entire character for you, but this I can get rid of this stuff, I think. Um, but yeah, that arm is up here, I think. So, right? The kind of shoulder comes out there. Maybe he has. Like this didn't go up high enough because that'll give him more of a neck now. Yeah, it looks like he needs to be thinned out some. Uh, just use soft select B for soft select and kind of move this back in. I would give him a little bit more of a neck than you currently have, but let's put like an edge loop, and imagine the shoulder, kind of coming out here. Um, like here somewhere, and I usually like about 12, so that would probably be like 3 by 2. So maybe we could do it with these. I don't know, might be too big of a hole, but take these, let's turn on symmetry, and delete, and then select these, and then circularize with that, and then twist that to, ooh, it's doing those opposite each other. Well, I'll just turn off symmetry and do one side, and then fix it after a T. Well, I'll just rotate this. Actually, it's pretty okay where it is. It's definitely going to need more loops in the back. And then again, the thing I'm not doing, which is wrong, is after you make any edge, you need to then adjust the position of it. It's just that, like I said, I don't want to necessarily model the whole character for you. But Control E and Alt W, and I'll move this out. Let's scale that flat. Um, put in some more edge loops. Control Shift X. Actually, I'll take this one first, and I'll flatten that out. R for scale, flatten that out. Control Shift X, and put some more in here, and then I usually have the palms facing down and put that twist into it, but um, and then scale these to the model. So and so on and so forth. And you'll want to probably need another one here and give this thing more of a shoulder. But haven't really spent the time it deserves really shaping the body, but we're starting to get a lot more of a usable model here. So I hope that's helpful. I mean, I can save this for reference, but you might want to try to, follow along. But I think that the key thing, point I'd like to make is that every time you add an edge, you need to adjust those points. Don't just add an edge and add an edge and add an edge and just leave them. Like add an edge, adjust those points before you add any more detail. Kind of keep growing it like that. So hopefully that'll get you started, and try to kind of watch the module too, and try to apply those things to the character. Because a lot of the stuff, like the hands, it's the same structure. There's no reason why you need to. I know your character's a little bit different from the demonstrated one, but certainly the hands are the same basic thing, and a lot of this character is. So see how closely you can apply the module to this.